Repeal the NFA? Yeah, now you're talking out there in Missouri. I like it. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. Yeah, good legislation has been proposed by a dude out of Missouri, and I think this is fantastic news. Let me tell you a little bit about it. And this fun's going to be brought to you by Hidden Hybrid Holsters, because the geniuses at YouTube have been really cranky lately. I'm not showing you anything today, nothing. But it's Hidden Hybrid Holsters. They're sponsoring this and making this possible. They're awesome. It's about all I can say today until we sort this YouTube stuff out. But they're good, and they really are, and I use them all the time. I'm proud to represent them. Hidden Hybrid Holsters. They're great. Thank you to those folks. Big time. For real. Big time, big time, big time. Yeah, and I'm not being coy here. YouTube has gone to some next level. Those of y'all are following this stuff. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right. Coming out of Missouri is GOP Rep Eric Burleson, and he has introduced legislation to repeal the NFA of 1934, all right, the National Firearms Act. If you don't know, it was created in 1934, and that's where tax stamps come from. It's almost 100 years old, and it was all designed in part to keep Tommy guns, say your prayers, copper, to keep Tommy guns out of the hands of criminals. 0 is the number of crimes that actually affected, except for making regular citizens into criminals, and that's a different story. So you have the NFA, and now they just keep shoving more stuff in there. It began with, that's why we can't have belt fed. It's why we can't have giggle switches. It's why we can't have ones that go brrr, because that would be fun, and the government hates fun. Now shoved in there are SBRs, short boys, and also this piece of plastic. So if you want to have it, you now have to give them $200. Now, here's one thing about the NFA a lot of folks don't know is the original NFA. If you wanted a Tommy, give the government $200, and that was astronomical back in the day, and they would literally take a stamp, lick it, and put it on your form and give it back to you. You've now purchased a $200 stamp. Fast forward to 2023, it is exactly the same. If you want to get a suppressor, you just fill out the form. How much? It's still $200. The price has not changed at all. That's what's so laughable about the whole thing. They still lick a stamp and put it on. It's so bizarre. Burleson out of Missouri has said no more. I want to read you a quote from Burleson. He is a Missouri House of Representative. He says this, in quote, "The federal government has used the NFA for almost a century to violate law-abiding citizens' Second Amendment rights. The recent AFT brace rule is just another example of these blatant attacks on the constitutional rights of Americans. The AFT-NFA sham needs to end." It's called the Repeal the NFA Act. This is huge, y'all. This is fantastic. We'll see where it goes. All right, the other supporters to this, they've also co-sponsored, is Andy Biggs, Matt Gaetz, Paul Gosar, I don't know how to say his last name, Mary Miller, and Andy Ogles. So there's 6 of them total. I think it's fantastic news. We'll see. You know, I would have thought we may have gotten this repealed, like, I don't know, during the years when we had the White House, the House, and the Senate. But what do I know? We'll see where this goes, but I think it's a great step in the right direction. The NFA is a pile of garbage. Those of y'all that have already typed, hey, while you're at it, repeal the AFT also, I'm with you, baby. Spicy Fridays tomorrow. Let me know what you think about all this. See y'all. Bye.